What's up everybody, this is Antonio here to bring you a tutorial on how you can sell covered calls in Fidelity, or I guess on the Fidelity website. So I do have the options of frequently asked questions, just so you guys can kind of know. I'm assuming that you guys already have tier 1, so in the options world there is at least 3 tiers. There's tier 1, 2, and 3, and for our case we do need at least tier 1, which is selling covered calls. I'll go ahead and scroll all the way to the very bottom in case you guys are interested in seeing all the tiers, but let's go ahead and get started. Alright guys, so I'm here in my options account. So I do have tier 1 enabled. This is a cash account. You can do this also with a margin account, but there's 2 ways you can actually sell the covered calls. You do actually need at least 100 shares of a company to sell a covered call. So I do have 200 shares of Verizon is what we're going to be actually doing this tutorial on. So first way you can actually do this is click on this, click on the options chain, and this will bring up the options chain. But since we're trying to make a quick video, we're going to be using the trade portion, assuming that you guys already know what strike price you want. So what we need to do is click on the options, and then make sure you have the right account, because if you have multiple accounts on the Fidelity, you could potentially sell it against the wrong account, and that would not be good. I've done that before. But one thing you want to do is we want to select the ticker symbol, which is Verizon. What we need to do is click on sell to open, because we're selling the covered call, and that means that we're going to be getting paid. So we want to do 2 of these. Remember, one contract does control 100 shares, so we're controlling 200 shares here. So we're going to be doing call because we're doing covered call. Expiration date, pick it. We're doing a weekly here on the 24th of November. So our strike price that we want is probably $37. I don't want my shares taken away, but currently it's trading around $36.50. Do I believe it'll achieve 50 cents before the end of the week? It's a very slow, non-volatile week because of Thanksgiving. So let's go ahead and just select $37 strike price, and then you can actually click on here for the limits or so. I typically just select the midpoint, which is about 5 pennies, because the bid is about 5 cents and then the ask is 6 pennies. So I'll just do 5 so that it can get filled, and then you'll see here that we would be actually collecting roughly about $9.50 in our case. 50 cents is the fee. So let's go ahead and make sure we click the preview order. So again, we are going to be doing a sell to open. It's 2 of these contracts. They will be expiring on November 24th, 2023 with a strike price of $37. It is a call, and they will be paying us $9.50. So let's go ahead and click place order. And then we just give it a second or 2, and then we'll go ahead and let me pull up the activities to see if it got filled. Alright guys, so I pulled up the activities. You'll see here that what's pending, it did actually get filled. So we got the sell to open to 2 covered calls here. They got filled at 5 cents. And then you'll see that we did actually collect money from this. So let me pull up the positions again. Alright guys, so I do have the 2 covered calls. They finally popped up. You'll see that Verizon strike price $37. It's a call, expires the 24th of November, so that's a weekly. And then you'll see that we did actually or I guess our cost basis is $9.46 is what it turned out to be. So we'll see if this expires worthless or not. If we look here on the actual balance, you'll see that we did actually get paid, or I guess it's not showing up, but available to trade is about $9 difference here. So this actually goes directly to our available cash to trade, which is very, very cool. So now what could happen, guys, there's actually 4 outcomes with this covered call. It could expire worthless. So that what that means is that as long as Verizon stays below $37 by the 24th of November, then you know, we get to keep our 200 shares of Verizon, and we also get to keep those $9 or $10 that we collected in premium. So that's the first thing that could happen. The second thing that could happen would be that, let's say Verizon does actually go above $37, and on the 24th it does close above it. You actually would get your 200 shares sold at $37 per contract, and you would still keep the premium. You would also keep any difference that you had in capital appreciation or gains or losses, whatever. It would just sell at $37, your 200 shares. Or you could also get assigned early. That's typically on an ex-dividend date, but it doesn't happen as frequent. The third one that could happen is that you could do actually a buy to close. So in our case, guys, we could actually come back and buy these 2 covered calls back to exit the position early. You'll see that last price was 6 cents, so we would actually take a loss of about $2 or so, And then the last one that you could do, the fourth thing that could happen to this contract, is that you could potentially roll it. So you could do a buy to close and then sell another covered call on top of that, which is further out in time on expiration or strike price as well, to manage the trade. But hopefully this was helpful. Let me know in the comment section what else you guys would like to see. I could definitely make a video going over the options chain if you're more interested in that. Definitely would be a little bit longer video, but don't forget to subscribe with that notification. And then let's go ahead and collect all that premium from these covered calls. Bye guys.